So, you have 1 week until your submission for the Breakthrough Junior Challenge is due. Don't panic, that's my thing. This is a 1 week before deadline advice video, so I won't be covering any macro scale advice like choosing a topic or script writing. There are other videos out there that can explain that. Instead, here's some last minute tips that I've created that can hopefully help you give your video some extra shine before your submission. No time for an intro. Let's do this. Here are 10 tips that you should follow in order of importance. Now, these are my opinions, so take that as you will. A lot of this advice is also about filmmaking, but the Breakthrough Junior Challenge is a science communication challenge, so you need to make that communication as strong as possible. Number 1, check your spelling. You don't want to have to explain why you spelled gravity, gravity. Although spelling gravity, gravity is very funny, but you don't want to have to explain that to the judges.
Tell that to the judge, sunshine.
Right.
Copy and paste all the visible words in your video into a document and it will highlight the misspelled words. Number 2, watch for basic filmmaking errors. Sometimes you'll have a single frame that is just a black screen. Sometimes you'll forget to cut a mistake. Do that. Animators and Adobe After Effects users use easy ease on the keyframes and motion blur on the layers. They'll make your animation a lot smoother and help hide some potential errors. Add sound effects. This will spice your video up, add weight to transitions or animations, and establish a sense of flow. Keep them subtle and not too loud though. This isn't a YouTube reaction video. Next, balance your audio and video. That is, keep your video as consistent as possible when it comes to visuals and audio. Don't let it be too loud at some places and too quiet at other places. This isn't a horror movie you're explaining a topic like calculus. Okay, maybe this is a horror movie. If you are color correcting, try to have a similar color palette throughout the video to maintain continuity. Next is to perform reshoots. I'm going to be completely honest, recording is one of my least favorite parts about filmmaking. I get self-conscious in front of the camera. I'm shy. Sometimes I'll film things and there's too much glare or it's not focused or I'm out of frame. If you have the time, set up your camera again and reshoot it. If you're outside, shoot during dawn or the evening when the sky isn't so bright and things are more evenly lit. And if you shot your film vertically, redo it and shoot it horizontally. Make sure your audio is clear. This is so important. Your visuals could be Christopher Nolan movies levels of stunning, but if your audio is Christopher Nolan movies levels of quiet on a topic that is like Christopher Nolan movies level of complicated, then your audience is going to be in for a really rough time. But on the plus side, you might earn $300 million in the box office. Seriously though, if your audio is too quiet, bump it louder. If there's too much background noise, download Audacity and apply noise reduction. If that's not enough, or your voice still sounds like it's underwater during a goddamn Post Malone concert, then re-record that video or even voice over that part and place your new audio over the old one. I did that for my very own film. Reshoots and re-recordings are a natural part of filmmaking and creation. No one likes redoing stuff, but don't let that get in the way of making a good film. So we're getting close to the end, so the next tip is to have your friends watch your video. A lot of times we are our own harshest critics, but we can also miss something while editing, maybe because you've watched the same 17 frames 1,700 times. Ask your friend, your sibling, your teacher, anyone to watch your video and give you their honest feedback. Ask if the visuals are clear enough, if the audio is clear enough, if your skin is clear enough, you get the point. If they couldn't understand a part of the video, maybe fix that if you have the time. Your video doesn't have to be completely finished to have a friend look at it. In my own video, I originally had these cinematic black bars over the video until I asked my friend to watch my video and he said it was pretentious and bad, so I removed it. Thanks, Cole. Exporting and guidelines. When you export your video, export it at 1080p. Make sure your video is 2 minutes exactly or less, or whatever length it is that year. Once it gets on YouTube, watch it once to try and catch any mistakes. If there are mistakes that are fixable, then fix it and re-upload. Go to the Breakthrough Junior website and review the rules like copyright to make sure that you're not violating any of them. Then submit. Afterwards, hold on to all the footage, the raw files, the audio files, the sources you used, and the raw exported files. If you progress further in the competition, you will need to share these with the challenge, so you're going to want to have that. After you submit your video to the competition, you will immediately realize that some parts of your video are wrong and or bad. This is known as a post-submission hangover. This is completely natural. Your next step is not to make an apology video, but to close your video and not watch it. Of course, do what you need to do for the challenge, like grade other people's videos, but don't you dare go back to your video to pick it apart frame by frame. This will cause you nothing but stress. Hang out with your friends, write a book, subscribe to my channel. Do other things besides anxiously waiting for the results. This is hard. I did the exact opposite with my video. I kept refreshing my page to read the comments or check the view count, and it did nothing except for take years off my life. Because life is so much more than a science communication challenge. Remember, you're already doing a wonderful job by submitting to this challenge in the first place. You had the option to not do it, but you did, and you put in a lot of work. So be proud of yourself and the work you created, and be kind to yourself and others. Well, that's it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all that. I really know I'm kind of new to this. But yeah, thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.